So today we're wanting to go over a flagship feature that we have at Bitcoin Well. It's instant buys and sells using e-transfers, which is a feature only available in Canada. So I brought in my Canadian friend Carl to show us exactly how that works. Today we're going to be using Lightning, but you can use on-chain or Lightning to do the instant transfer buy and sell.
All right, thanks, Zach. Thanks for having me. So let's go through this. So if it's the first time you want to sign in, so we'll retrieve the information so that we could configure the e-transfer recipient on our banking app here. Logging us in. All right. Then we'll go to buy Bitcoin. And then we'll do Lightning here. As you can see, here are the details for setting up the e-transfer recipient. Right now we want to do Lightning. So I'm going to click here and I'll get the info here. So then you're going to go on your banking app. I use Desjardins. All the big banks in Canada will allow you to do that. So that's the e-transfer. And now you can set up all your recipients. That's how we that's like our Venmo. It's part of our banking app. I already have Bitcoin Well set up for cash balance if I want to fund my account directly, or if I want to do on-chain. Now I deleted the Lightning so we could redo it together. So I'll add one here. I just realized this thing is in French, so bear with me.
Our French viewers will appreciate that.
And here we have the code. Okay. So I'll do Bitcoin Well Lightning. This, you can set up whatever name you want. It's for you to find it back if you want to reuse it. And then we'll use the email address that's here. Copy that. And I'll set it to English. I don't think it matters, but Bitcoin Wells. Then I'll do a transfer. So that's the security question. So what they say is I should put this question and this answer. So I'll just copy that here. So the question is, this is my well tag, and this is my answer. So this, you just set it up once, and then once it's configured, you don't have to update it every time you want to create a new transaction. So now we'll do a $50 e-transfer. I'll select this account here. Then that's where you can select the frequency. So if you ever want to do an e-transfer every time you be paid, it's possible that you would say like, hey, let me send this transfer every second week starting now, for example, or every month, every 3 months, whatever, or whenever you create a new transfer. So we'll do just this one time. I'll validate here, confirm everything's good. So now at this stage, I've sent $50 using the e-transfer system to Bitcoin Well. And here's on the right, my wallet of Satoshi, which I've configured in Bitcoin Well prior. We maybe could have done that, but it's very simple. You just add your address here. And once this is set, wallet of Satoshi here, that'll be the default wallet for your Lightning transaction. So you can see here,
oh wow,
it's detected and already got the Bitcoin in my wallet. So
that is super.
The transfer is very fast. If you do on-chain, basically Bitcoin Well will detect it just as fast. The thing is that you will choose, if you do later, means like we're going to batch your transaction. You see the next one's in about 2 hours and we won't charge you. So you'll wait 2 hours for Bitcoin Well to send the Bitcoin transaction in the mempool to get free, basically no fees, because we're going to batch all our customers at once. But if you want, you can always change that to instant. And then you can see today it's about 68 cents. And as soon as they detect it, they would create a transaction for you in the mempool just for your transaction.
I love how transparent that is. That's great.
Yeah, so that's your choice as a user to use instant if you want the funds right away. If you don't want to pay fees, you just leave it to later. And I think we send probably 4 a day, something like that. I'm not sure.
Because we cover the cost, so we're batching those transactions, so you don't have to pay the transaction fees. That's
exactly. Cool. So if you're not in a rush, I always leave it to later when I do on-chain. All right, so now let's do the reverse. So if I want to sell Bitcoin now, what I would do is I would go here and say, okay, let's sell $50 back. I want to get it to e-transfer. Now I'm already configured myself. All you have to do is write your email here. So That's all you need for e-transfer recipient, and an answer for the person receiving it, because you could send an e-transfer not just to you, but to any email using Bitcoin Wall. So let's say I wanted to send Zach $50. I would just add his email and create a security answer for him that I would share with him. Now, obviously, I won't do that because Zach is in the States.
Well, we could do that test right now. You could know. You're right. I wouldn't get the e-transfer.
You would get the email, but you wouldn't be able to deposit it because you need a Canadian bank account to do that. Then very simply, I would just go here, choose Lightning, generate an invoice. I'll copy that, and we'll go here and send. Copy that. $50, send.
Wow.
Okay, so now I've sent the money to Bitcoin Wall. They received it, acknowledged it. And now what I have to do is now we're waiting on the e-transfer network to send me the confirmation. So if we go to my mailbox here, you'll see that's the confirmation of the purchase I just made, right? So first one is from my bank to say Bitcoin Wall accepted the transaction. Second one is the transaction from Bitcoin Wall. And the third one is the receipt for the sale that we just did.
Oh.
And now here's the transfer I've received from the partners we have that does the banking. So I could go here, click my bank. If you're not with this bank, you'll just select whichever banks you want here, right, in Canada. So mine's already kind of configured. My answer, which was displayed in the portal, I'll validate that. Choose my account. So if you have more than one, you'll do this, and then you just confirm here. And I have $50 back in my account. So basically, we've bought $50 to go off Satoshi. We sold it back, and money's back in my account.
10 minutes.
Oh yeah, I guess it took a couple minutes. Maybe what we could go quickly and show you guys is maybe the fund your account quickly. So if you go in dashboard here and do fund CAD, you'll have a different e-transfer information here. So let's say I would send to deposit, then the account balance would go up here. So let's say by $50 or $100 or $500. And then when I go to buy Bitcoin, I could choose to buy from my account balance here. If there was money here, you would see, and then I could create a DCA on the platform like that. So basically, as a Canadian, you have two ways to do dollar cost average. Either you fund your account and then you set up a daily, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly right on the platform, or you could do it from your bank. I know not all banks allow scheduling e-transfers. I think maybe 2/3. So if you'd rather do it from your bank, do it like that, or you could simply fund your account and then start a DCA. You say, okay, daily starting now, and then all you have to do is make sure your balance stays up. So maybe what you could do is, hey, let me schedule e-transfer from my bank $200 every 2 weeks, and then I'll do a $10 transaction every day from Bitcoin Wall to Lightning.
That's really
and now
cool.
Lightning, what's cool, if you stack on Lightning here and it goes up, and then at some point you have, I don't know, $500 or $1,000 in Lightning, you can use our free swap tool. So what you could do is send Lightning here and you'll get your money back on chain for completely free. So that's a cool feature just for consolidating your purchases on chain. You don't want to send $10 transaction on your cold wallet, but if you stack on Lightning and then consolidate on chain using our free swap tool, that I think is the best way to get long-term stats to your cold storage.
Yeah, as an American, I'm super jealous of not only e-transfers, but your Lightning integration in Canada is amazing. So very cool stuff.
Yeah, I know it's all coming soon in the States. It's just trickier because the banking system is so different, but the product team is working hard at it, I know.
Yeah, Canada kills it, man. That e-transfer is incredible. The instantaneous nature of that is really cool.
Yeah, technically, it's up to 30 minutes because it's the network. But lately, I would say in the past year, it's been almost instant. Like back then, like a couple of years ago, when you would send to a friend or something, it would take up to 30 minutes, but feels like they kind of speed up the network. Now it's, as I just demoed, it's nearly instant. Like we bought and sold, and the recording, we're at 10 minutes now. So, and we did more obviously after. So.
Yeah, combining it with Lightning is really, really cool. Instant all around.
Once you're configured, like not like we did here, you see here, they're all configured. So I don't need to log in to Bitcoin Wallet going forward. All I have to do is send $50 or whatever amount from my Lightning here recipient, and I'll get it to all Satoshi. So there's no need to go back in the portal to set up like, hey, I'm about to buy. Like if we detect an e-transfer coming from you, we know which wallet to send it, and then we'll do it right away. So there's no really a need to log in once you're like me. If you have cash balance Lightning on chain here configured, whichever I want to do, if I want to fund my cash balance, buy Lightning, buy it on chain, I just send a transfer and then I'll see the sats coming my wallet. It's instant with Lightning, and with on chain, depending on how I set up the Bitcoin delivery here, I'll either get in the next batch or in the next block.
Yeah, that's a really cool feature. Yeah, you don't have to tell Bitcoin Well how much you're buying. You just send the money and they do the buy automatically based on what you send.
Exactly.
And that works similarly in the US when you sell. I know once you get your sell address from Bitcoin Well and you have your bank set up, you can just send Bitcoin to that address going forward and it automatically sells, which is really cool.
I think it's the same for Canada if you sell on chain. Yeah, here it says it. The Bitcoin address is unique to each recipient to sell without logging in. So on chain for sure, and then Lightning, you need an invoice, so that's generated for the specific transaction. All right, Zach, that's it for me.
Well, thank you so much, Carl. That was very informative, and yeah, amazing tools for people to use in Canada, and will be very exciting when some of those come to the US. We need to get the instant banking system set up here in the US, so that's on us.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, thank you, man. Have a great rest of your day. I appreciate your time.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.